On this episode, I go to Ireland to have a pint, meet some of the locals, learn about Irish drift and car culture, take people for rides in a borrowed drift car, and hopefully have fun doing it. What did you say? Never a good day?
Never a good day in Mondello.
I'm out here today in this beautiful Irish weather at Mondello Park, a raceway I think it's about an hour from Dublin City in Ireland. Why did I come over here to do the intro? We're here because Dave from Drift Games invited me over to this event, the 2-day Spring Break Invitational. I came here to do 3 things. The first is check out Drift Games' amazing new headquarters in Dublin. The second was go into Dublin and have a bit of a tour around there because I've never been to Ireland before. And the third is to come here, take passengers out for rides in the Drift Games Verossa, and also just sort of check out the Irish drift scene because I know I have a lot of viewers from here, and I know quite a few people from here, like the Juicebox boys, so we'll go and have a talk to them as well. You know what, I don't really like the weather here. Let's go back to Japan. As you can see, I'm back in Japan. That's Osaka behind me, and there's the 7-Eleven. Except we're not in Japan, we are in Dublin, and this is the Drift Games Studios. What Dave and the boys have done is take this warehouse space and turn it into like sort of not only car storage and a place to work, but they've got these fake storefronts to give it a bit more of an interesting feel. I'll be honest, when I first saw some pictures of this place, I thought, it might be kind of cheesy, but it turned out to be really good. You've got all the shops here. There's the Mobile and Mechanic. There's O'Connor's Bar, Carbucks Coffee, the 7-Eleven, the wash area by Sonax, and the Carcade. Now, this isn't just a fake front. If we go in the side here, it is actually a workshop. This Volkswagen microbus is now a podcast studio. So they've fitted out the interior with some seats and microphones so you can shoot podcasts in here. They have washed it, but they left all the rust. I was told this place is usually completely full of cars, but they're all out being worked on for the weekend's event. Now this is, I think it's Adam's Mazda MX-5. It's got a nice interior trim, nice work wheels. Oh, and this might be a bit of an Ireland thing. This car has no air conditioning. In Japan, you could not get through summer with no aircon. I think this car belongs to one of the guys here. This is a UK-delivered GC8 P1 Pro Drive WRX. That's kind of rare, 2-door. This Mazda MX-5 is completely bonkers. It has like a 2.2 litre SR20, makes like over 400 something horsepower. Very short wheelbase, huge tyres. It's all sequential transmission, full roll cage. It's a competition spec car with a wheelbase this short. Very lightweight doors, as you can see. I've been told this is a big handful. RX-7 FC convertible. I was told this one was pulled out of a field and it was a bit ugly when they got it. And I believe it was the same with this one, this 4-door that they have here. Still got the RB20. This one's kind of out of place. C10 Chevy, God bless. This is probably the most crazy looking car in this entire place. This is Dave's Corvette. Not really sure what style you'd call this. It's a bit of a futuristic, cyberpunky looking style. LS3 engine. I do like the embossed chopped carbon dashboard though. That's kind of cool. This used to be a competition car, but it's been sort of set up as a crowd pleaser for events. As you can see on the back here, that is an actual t-shirt cannon, and it's been set up on the interior with a rod that can be activated by the driver. And it's been set up in this sort of wash bay. You can actually wash cars in here if you wanted to, because this whole area used to be a meat processing facility, so it has lots of drainage. And over here, the Carcade. Arcade machines, Need for Speed GT, D1 Grand Prix Arcade, Battle Gear 4, played that a lot back in the day, but they've been converted to run on PC. So you can see this is a Thrustmaster wheel. They've got the PlayStation wheel on this one. So they've been gutted out and fitted so they can be used as regular simulators. So you could go head to head on all of these, in a Assetto Corsa or something like that. If you're wondering what's in the 7-Eleven, it's It's like storage for all their merch. What they really need is like when the door opens, it needs to make the 7-Eleven chime. I'll dub it over the top like this. I need to show you this because this is absolutely amazing. This is the rental car that I got for the weekend. It is a Skoda, I don't even know what that is. Skoda Scala in lovely Nardo grey, but check this. In 2024, a rental car in manual. Amazing. Ireland. I love Ireland. There is a lot of traffic in Dublin. Alright, so this is apparently the parking spot in the middle of town, Fleet Street car park. What's funny about doing this is like this is the equivalent, I think, of driving into the middle of Shinjuku or Shibuya, which is something I'd never recommend doing when I'm in Tokyo. Like I'd never do it, but as soon as you come to another country, it's like, yeah, I'll just go and park in the middle of town. I'm here to check something off my life to-do list, a pint of Guinness in Dublin. So when I said I was coming to Ireland, people asked me, what are you going to do? There's two things that I wanted to do in Ireland. One was have a Guinness in Dublin, we've done that. And the second is come to a shed, and this is the shed. This is Curran Motors, where Dave gets all his stuff done. So this is the replica of Dave's Spirit Ray that is actually getting done to drive on the track, which everyone's going to lose their minds about, right?
It's probably not a very clever idea.
It's not a good idea?
It's a great idea until you actually get to the moment of driving it.
Right.
So I tried to make a car that looks as pretty as my Spirit Ray S13.
Yeah.
And the only way I could is by making another Spirit Ray S13.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this is fresh out the box, and it's not a drift car, it's a road registered car. So.
Right.
But it's still got a 1J, it's now got angle, it's got everything. So
Yeah.
maiden voyage tomorrow. Hopefully she stays in relatively one piece for the weekend.
And being guarded by this absolute unit of a German Shepherd.
It's still got a straight, isn't it? This is called the alarm. This is the alarm.
The alarm.
The arch is just massively different.
Yeah, I arrived here a bit earlier than they did, and I just pulled up to the gate, and this boy here just, he greeted me, and I was like, I better call before I go in. There goes a bit of Irish culture, the caddy wagon. Is this turbo diesel or something? Or?
Yeah.
It is?
2-litre diesel.
2-litre diesel, nice. And here's another very Irish-looking car over here. Can I film this?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Micra. What are these, 1.2?
1 litre.
1 litre.
1 litre, yeah.
Nice.
It's going turbo now next week.
Oh.
So it only has about 50 horsepower at the moment. But
What's the N on the windscreen?
I'm novice, so I only have my license.
Oh, okay. So it's oh right.
So just passed the test, so I can't actually insure much.
Okay.
So that's the whole reason.
Oh, so it's a cheap car to insure
Cheap
for.
car to insure, yeah.
Right.
It's not like a diesel. But
Yeah.
no faster, it's not as boring. You can't insure much in Ireland.
I've been hearing the stories about how expensive it is to buy stuff here to begin with, and let alone register it, right?
Yeah.
So here's another one we'll be seeing at the track. This is, I guess, the first generation of the one that's at the shop.
It's the first one. This is the Mark 1 and that one's a Mark 3. So
Right. Oh, okay.
quite a bit of difference. It got bigger over the years, I think.
And this is what I'll be driving, apparently. Big old Verossa. And it's still in hurt colours for some reason. I don't know. Can we peel this off? The JZX 110 Verossa. And one of the cool things about this car is it's sort of been set up for big people to drive. And I jumped in it before and it fits me straight away. And another cool thing about this car is it has bucket seats in the back too, so we can take 3 passengers at once. Yeah, keen. All right, we're done here. The seat fits me, that's good enough. We'll see you tomorrow at the track.
Yeah, that's what I like.
So here's the car that I have been driving so far this weekend, the Verossa, 1JZ turbo, about 450 horsepower. So we can do 3 passenger rides in one go. Now, the car is a little bit heavy, as you can see, it starts to rub a bit. We have some of these big Irish lads in the back, but it's been going pretty good so far, getting a bit rough. So there's this, there's the MX-5 over there, and also I think Dave's Spirit Ray replica over here, which I think is not running right now for some reason. So there's 2 layouts we're running here this weekend at Mondello. There's one where we go that way and one where we go that way. All right, I'll do a couple more laps this time with no passengers. Because if I mess up, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I wanted to try that entry there. Oh, that's it. I can't see a thing. Oh. Okay. Alright. Ruined my flow on that last bit. Okay. Alright, so I can go like that. Oh, that's a lot of fun doing that switch entry there. Holy crap, that guy is smoking it up. Okay, I just wanted to try that around that final corner, like 3rd gear, switch, going up into 3rd gear. Can be done in the dry, good. Okay, good. I did the flick entry and I put it in 3rd around that final corner. That's what I wanted to do. This is one big thing I've noticed about Ireland is, you know, in bad conditions, good conditions, they're all driving exactly the same. Someone told me it's because you know, it's this 2-day event and it's their first time since like last year they've been able to drive, so that's why everyone's sort of going crazy. But oh yep, this thing's been going all day with I think 2 drivers or 3 drivers, me and 2 other guys, or 1 other guy, and the other guy is 16 years old. Here's Dave. How's the weekend been going so far?
It's been going good. New car this weekend. It's still in one piece, but it's very wet and there's a lot of it's slippy. And Mondello has about 78,000 different surface changes.
Okay, so I can see now why Irish is so good at drifting, because like there's no choice. Like if it's raining and wet like this, you have no choice to wait for better weather. And I don't know, did most people learn here at Mondello? Like all the top, but yeah, the surface, like you would have seen it in the video I just showed you there before. There, you go from grip to slick to full grip, and you have to learn.
You'll always see the Irish drivers in the rain do very well, because even on custom circuits, because everything we do is this.
Yeah. I've never heard one person complain about the rain so far this weekend.
Well,
Not
see,
one.
then you would just complain for your entire life, so there's no point.
There's like 2 umbrellas over there. Nobody is using umbrellas at all. And there's no heaters in the pits, there's no nothing. I think they said like, well, if you want to start to get comfortable, you're going to want heaters everywhere, you're going to want umbrellas everywhere, so just don't have them.
Just don't have umbrellas, don't have heaters, and then you'll never want them when you don't have them. If you got 2 days in Ireland, one of them will be raining. That's just the way it is. And it could be July and it could be December, it doesn't matter.
I'm not complaining. I like rain actually. You know, in Japan they call them amiyaro, like rain dudes.
Really?
Well, it's like
that's all we are.
Back in the day, it was like guys who didn't have money, so they'd just go drifting when it was wet only.
Yep.
So they become really good at wet. But you guys don't have a choice because it's just raining all the time anyway.
No, and we remember that there's so many pro cars in Ireland that run over 900 horsepower. And could do 3 out of the 5 events completely in the wet for no reason at all. So we learn, we adapt, and we have no choice. So it's this or the pub. That's all we have. So
right.
People go, I've done enough pub. I'll go drink it.
Right. Yeah, I'm about it, honestly. So this is the SR20. I guess it was built to be a competition car, but it's just out here this weekend. Being driven by this guy. It's Josiah from FDF. What do you think it is?
The MX-5?
Death Trap.
Yeah, so I mean this car in the rain is extremely difficult to drive just because of the wheelbase, the track width. It's a very go-karty style car, but it's very fast. It's a sequential shift and it's a lot of fun to drive.
I'm out there in the I didn't mention it before, but the shifter on the Verossa is this terrible short shift, and look at this, it's got the sequential in there as well. It's quite nice, and I sat in it before and it fits me, which is kind of rare for an MX-5. This is something nice too, because it's got these the side intrusion bars that come out. You have all this extra room in the car.
With the small turbo and the power band is amazing.
It's like a 2.2 as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The torque is amazing. Inside it's got like the F1 style buttons on the wheel.
Oh yeah, this is cool too. All the controls are on the steering wheel. It's got a link as well. But hang on, you just said it has, you said it has good torque. What do you normally drive though?
Yeah, I normally drive big V8s.
Yeah.
So I drive a Corvette primarily. This car, surprisingly, there's a slight delay, but a little clutch kick, get it into the power band, and it's got a lot of usable power.
Yeah.
So whatever they're doing here, I would recommend looking at it and duplicating.
Right, okay, yeah, cool looking car. Shame it's not pop-up, but yeah, I need something like this.
This
for
is the Ireland splash.
All this
mud,
mud and garbage in here. Yeah. Well, it has been raining for the past 2 days. Yeah, so there you go. The sequential SR20 in the over here MX-5. All right, this is James Dean's Mustang. He's been going crazy in this all weekend. He was doing like 90-degree entries on the first corner, which I could see from the pits, but I wasn't able to get out there and actually have a look at it. Also, Becky's S15, absolutely covered in gunk. Hello.
How are you?
Good. This car was apparently sitting in a field for how long?
Yeah, 7 years, but
7 years.
we heard maybe 9 since it ran,
Right.
and it was misery.
Yeah. Well, it's got the so this is the juice box car that came out here for this weekend. It's got the signal stripe as well. Has it been running alright though?
It's fine. The clutch is a bit funny.
Yeah.
It goes to the floor a lot, and then you have to pick it back up. But we're driving around the issue.
Right.
Other than that,
That's the way to do it.
it's amazing.
Are there any other other juice box cars here this weekend, or is it
They're
just
all shit. My car's broken.
they're all right?
Blitz RX-7 needs a bit of work. Neil's car's not finished.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. There you go. So this one used to be, what did this used to be? This was
This
a
is
competition.
Eric O'Sullivan's car.
Eric O'Sullivan's car.
Very.
But it used to be a competition car overseas?
Yeah.
Yeah. So F20C Supercharged, I didn't know it was supercharged. There you go, supercharged F20C. When you go out on the track and you look at it from behind, just the way it kind of sits, and just ignore the body ripples there, but the way it kind of sits and drives down the track, it looks really hardcore. So yeah, this is a proper Irish machine right here.
It was the first proper built Irish drift car.
Oh yeah, someone mentioned that. So this car has a lot of history here in Ireland as being like the first competition 8.6. It looks cool. Well, speaking of Ireland spec cars, here we go. Look, this is something I'm a bit used to right here. Full style JZX. What do JZXs go for these days in Ireland?
20, 25, 30.
Right.
Just depends.
€1,000. Yeah.
The reg plate is like 10 or 12 grand.
10 or 12 grand for a registration plate. And then after that there's tax.
Here it's like 1,000 or
Oh, okay. But just to get the plate.
just to get the plate.
Yeah, sometimes sort of forget we have it kind of good in Japan. There's a decent collection of stickers. So like Dave was saying, it's sort of a combination of competition cars, and he said most of the ones with plates on are just daily drivers, and people just bring them out here for this event. So I've been talking to people in the pits. Basically the first thing every Irish person says is, how are you finding it? And I'm like, well, can't complain, this is a proper experience. But what did you say? Never a good day.
Never a good day in Mandela.
It's always bad
Always
weather.
bad weather.
Hey, look, I'm not complaining. It's it's the proper experience, right?
Oh, absolutely,
Everyone
yeah.
has to, yeah.
Get on the good way.
A lot of BMWs here, obviously, with the dodgy overspray. Sort of like it is overseas too, in maybe not in Japan and Australia, but BMWs and 350Zs seem to be the budget car of choice.
Yeah, you're gonna do an interview with
No,
it.
no, no.
Oh, is that your? That's yours?
That's mine.
That's yours? Ah. Wait, E30?
E30,
E30. Why E30?
E30 because I love them. That's my favorite chassis. I always wanted to have it.
Right.
Always. So we found one in bits, but with cage. That's why we went for it.
Oh, okay. So it was like an old race car or something, or?
Yeah, somebody was aiming for drift car as
Oh.
well, but it didn't happen.
Right. Yeah, there's a bit of an Irish scene here. The van, the BMWs, and Teslas are popular over here as well.
There's the sausages from this morning.
And you don't really see A31 Zafiros even in Japan now. This is kind of funny. Look, we have the Team Mouse replica and also Motorfix, and this is also a V8, like the real Motorfix over in Japan. Look at this one, purple and pink, sort of Mayhan looking car, but it's McGuinness on a BMW. I was just saying it's rare to see a Zafiro, and here's a Laurel, and it's RB26 as well, and I believe it has a plate on it, so it's street legal. Yeah. I guess these are the Irish party cars. Is that? What is that rear end? James Dean, look how tall he is.
Yeah, tall guy, two tall guys.
Okay, question is, what are the factors that make Irish good drifters? Like, for example, in Japan it was, cheap drift cars and lots of mountain roads. Is it just constant wet weather, or what is it?
Yeah, I think wet weather. I think a lot of the Irish roads are tight.
Right.
So like people that live in the countryside are used to tight roads, used to being
you know, oncoming traffic, being really tight and fitting through narrow gaps. So like that's natural.
Yes. Okay.
You know, your parents, that's
yesterday,
natural, you know?
I drove out to Wayne's shop.
Yeah.
There was like sheep on the road.
Yeah.
I was being tailed by this old guy in a Volvo.
Pushing you.
I was doing like I shouldn't say this. I was doing over the speed limit. He was right on me. We hit a straight. He went past. I'm like,
Yeah.
you need to have guts to drive on
Some
these
guy
roads.
late for mass. And then in drifting, so there's a lot of rally culture here.
Yeah.
So like everyone into cars would have went to rallies back in the day.
Yeah.
There might have been a little bit of fun following the rallies on the roads.
Okay.
And then when drifting started, I think the judges and the style of the tracks in Ireland were very technical. And you know, we're all close mates, and you're battling your friend. And everyone's pushing each other, and people just kept getting better and better and better. And at the start, you know, when Japan was way ahead, we'd all watch the videos and see what's possible.
Yeah, a lot of
and
people
then,
have been saying that.
Yeah, and then you just try to make it happen. I literally remember Kawabata's first backwards entry.
Right, the famous clip.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And like the very next day, I was doing an event, and like I was trying that.
There you go.
Like stuff like that.
That's nice to hear. It's like a similar inspiration for me as well. It's been a really good event. I've enjoyed coming out here. This time we're running the track backwards. So instead of going under the bridge, we're starting on the other side, coming all the way around. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was great fun.
Oh, what a weekend.
Now,
I think that's my last run too, so.
very good.
You pull,
Yeah.
it's like a little, wait,
Thank you. Sorry.
I don't want to pull your hair.
You're okay.
Like, oh shit, like,
Grand.
see, put your hand on that,
Yeah.
pull that.
Ah,
There you go.
there you go.
Oh god, okay. Everything's coming apart. All right, jeez. Oh. Oh. Bloody hell, what a weekend. Oh, absolute, thank you. Absolute carnage. It's getting towards the end of the day and everyone's doing hot laps. And you know what the most common car that's still out there is? BMWs and 350Zs. Absolute legend. This guy is now has a Patreon. I know I usually shield my Patreon. He's got a Patreon too now. You need to support him
I
as
appreciate
well.
that.
Because
You're the one that made me
I know.
do it, so
I know. Look, the world needs more Juicebox, and it needs on-time Juicebox, not 2 years ago Juicebox. What's the plans with Juicebox?
just keep making really nerdy rabbit hole videos and kind of, I don't know, you know.
I love that sort
the
of stuff.
nerdy,
Yeah.
just nonsense.
Yeah, the stuff.
Getting obsessed over
Look,
wheels and stickers.
Look, the reason we all loved all the old option videos is because they showed us weird random stuff that we never saw. Look, this is like a, look, it's got the Dulac wheels and the signal stripe and everything.
And the creepy attention to detail, because they made a time attack car, but we did the Slash or the comes off the indicator. So that's the kind of stuff that keeps me awake at night, which is quite sad, like, you know. I hope you liked Ireland, Alexi. It was raining.
Dude, no, look, it was like I said before, it's like the official Ireland experience.
Yes.
Driving in the wet, so it's been fantastic.
Yeah, good. I'm delighted.
Hopefully I see these guys over in Japan again sometime soon, maybe.
Yeah, I would love to. It'd be cool to hang out over there. So.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks for coming.
That's the event done with. I'm gonna go now, I think. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Next event is actually, you know what? Why don't we just teleport there? That was better than flying. Welcome to the S Chassis meeting in Australia. Quick preview of the next video. We came to Australia for the S Chassis meeting. That'll be in the next video. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. And as always, thanks for watching. See you next time.